In the summer of 1974, young women were disappearing from college communities in Washington. There was no obvious
Every piece of
monster
evidence
walking
was
through the
meticulously
crowds.
assembled.
There was a young man, Bundy, a car, a campus, a face that could disappear into a crowd. And that may have been one of the most important things about Ted Bundy. He did not need to look harmless. He only needed to look ordinary. FBI later
He moved
found he
across
searched
state
for
lines,
victims where
leaving
young
a trail
people
of
gathered.
digital shadows.
Colleges,
Location,
beaches,
every
ski
connection,
resorts, and
we
discos.
reconstructed.
Profile,
He was meticulous,
young women with
leaving no
specific
discernible
characteristics.
motive.
But there was another pattern. Witnesses described a Volkswagen Beetle, a young man on crutches, or with an arm in a sling. These details matter
The
because they
FBI
reveal
file
something
noted her
deeper.
defensive.
They reveal how trust can work. Most
Who
people
were
don't
they?
walk through the world asking
Faces
if
lost
every
in a
stranger is
crowd.
dangerous.
Now
They use shortcuts. Does this person look familiar?
Does
he seem injured? Does he appear to need help? Does he belong here? Does anything immediately feel wrong? If the answers
mind
seem
takes
reassuring,
shortcuts.
the brain
It seeks
often
patterns
stops
in the
searching.
chaos.
That does not mean people are stupid. It means human attention is selective. We cannot investigate everyone we meet, so we make rapid judgments. And sometimes,
All
those judgments
decisions
can be
carried a
manipulated.
risk.
This is where Bundy's story becomes psychologically disturbing. The question is not simply, how did he fool people? Why did ordinary social signals sometimes make him easier to approach? Person appearing to need assistance. Your first response may not be suspicion. It may be cooperation. A stranger asks for help. You respond. A stranger
Every piece of
appears
evidence
vulnerable.
pointed to a
You lower your
suspect who was
guard.
hiding.
A stranger seems familiar. You stop asking questions. FBI evidence reconstructs the behavioral pattern. The
Every
disturbing
scrap of
part is
evidence,
that none of these things
every
had to
torn
make Bundy look
photograph.
extraordinary.
It brings
They made him look understandable. Danger does not always enter a situation wearing a warning label. Sometimes it arrives wrapped inside a familiar story. He needs help. He's probably a student. He seems normal. He doesn't look dangerous. The brain loves coherent stories. Once formed, contradictory information can become harder to notice. But Bundy was not invisible. He left evidence. 1975 traffic stop.
every scrap of
Investigators
evidence
across states began
pointed to a
connecting
terrifying
cases.
pattern.
Behavioral
To understand a
analysis
killer,
helped turn
we
separate
must first
crimes
examine
into
the
a pattern.
fragments.
Bundy was not invisible. He was simply underestimated for too long. Normality itself is not proof of safety. Friendly face
Every
is not
piece of
equal
evidence
to good
tells a
character.
story.
Confidence is
But
not
some
equal to
pieces
honesty.
simply do not
Familiarity is not equal to
What you see here
trustworthiness. We often imagine victims must have ignored an obvious warning. Sometimes there was no obvious warning.
In hindsight,
creates the
everything
illusion
seems
that the
obvious.
truth was visible
But before the
all
event,
along.
there is
It wasn't. That is why Bundy's story remains psychologically disturbing. Not because he looked like a monster, but because, for some people, at some moments, he looked familiar. An ordinary
To
person.
find him, you
And
must look
sometimes,
past the crowd.
The most dangerous disguise
the
is
most
looking
dangerous
familiar.
disguise.